Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss with a new chapter, that is quadratic equation. This is the fifth chapter from class 10th mathematics. Fifth chapter, the name of the chapter is quadratic equation, and this is the first session in this chapter. Okay, what is that name? The quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. Before going to discuss about the quadratic equation, we need to understand what is the exact meaning of the quadratic and what is the exact meaning of equation. In the previous classes, class 6, 7th, 8th and 9th, you already learned different type of the equations, right? So what do you mean by the equation? Basically, equation is a combination of variables and constants. In algebraic part, we learnt already the different type of the equations, right? So equation means it's a combination of the variables and constants. So what do you mean by variable? Variables means, for variables we used small alphabetical letters from A to Z, right? Variables means undefined value which does not have any fixed value. Can you guess here what is the value of A, what is the value of Z? Because we don't know the exact value of A and Z. We don't know the exact value of B also. So these are the undefined values, or the variables does not have any fixed value. Then what is that second term? Constants. So constant means what? Constants are the numerical values. Constants are the numerical values, whether it may be positive or negative. It may be positive or negative, but it has a fixed and definite value. This is 23 only. Wherever you go and ask what is this, means 23, and this one is a 24 minus 3 minus 4, right? So these are the fixed value. Means the equation is nothing but a combination of variables and constants with the help of the fundamental concepts of, or the fundamental operations of the mathematics. You already know the fundamental operations of mathematics, that is plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So these are the four fundamental operations of the mathematics. With the help of these four operations, we can form a linear equation, or we can form a equation. Okay, for example, here the first equation is a plus 5 is equal to 0, 2x minus 3 is equal to 15, or 3 times of x is equal to 24. 3 times of x is equal to 24. X divided by 2 is equal to 20 here. So now you are getting some ideas about the equation. Equation is a combination of variables and constants, or constants and variables, with the help of the mathematical operations, whether it may be added or subtracted or multiplied or divided. Okay, so these are the some examples to the equation. Okay, so equation means what? Equation is a combination of variables and constants. Okay, now these equations we are going to classify on the basis of their powers. So what do you mean by the power of the equation? In exponents and powers or in polynomials, we already learnt power of the equation or degree of the polynomials. So power of the equation means power of equation. What is the meaning of the power of equation? Listen here. I will take some examples. X raised to 2 plus 5, and second one x plus 3 is equal to 0. Third one 3x cube plus 4 is equal to 0. Fourth one x raised to 4 plus 5 is equal to 0. X raised to 20 plus 20. And sixth one x raised to 27 plus 14 is equal to 0. These are the some examples. Through these examples you get some ideas about the power of the equation. Power means the indices, right? Here the power of the equation is 2. Power of the equation is 2. Okay. Highest exponential power of the variable is called as the power of the equation or power of the polynomials. Power of the equation or power of the polynomials. Highest. Suppose if I take like this 2x square plus 5x plus 7 is equal to 0. The power of any variable. If I take one variable means its power is always equal to 1. Okay. Here the power of x is 1. Okay. So power of equation means the highest exponential value. The highest exponential value is called as the power of the equation. Here the power of the equation is 2. In this second equation or second example, the power of the equation is 1. In third one, power of the equation is 3. Next one, power of the equation is 4. Power of the equation is 20, and here the power of the equation is 27. Okay. Now you are getting some ideas about the power of equation. Power of equation is nothing but the highest exponential value of the variable. The highest exponential. For example, here I will take two variables, right? X and x are the two variables, no? So these two are the two variables having different powers. The first variable has a power 2, whereas the second variable has the power 1, but we need to consider the highest power. So the highest power is here, 2 is the highest power. If I take one more example, (5 raised to 50), 2x cube plus 2x raised to 24 plus 5x raised to 50. In that, can you identify the highest power of the equation is? The highest power of the equation is 50. Highest power of the equation is 50. So, on the basis of the powers of the equation, we are going to classify the equations. So, we will move how we are going to be classified and what are the types of the equations. So these are some basic concepts that is related to the quadratic equation. That first one, and one more thing, in equation when we are going to consider, it is always related to one variable only. In some equation in one variable, in the higher classes we will discuss or we will learn two variables. A equation has two variables, a equation has three variables also, but in this chapter we are going to discuss about only one variable related questions. Okay. Now move to the classification of the equation. The first one is linear equation. Linear equation. So what do you mean by the linear equation? As you all know that we are always classifying the equations on the basis of the powers of the equation. It means linear equation means a equation has a power is equal to 1. The equation has a power is equal to 1 is called as a linear equation, or the equation which have a power is 1 or exponential power is 1 is called as a linear equation. For example, the standard form. Here we are taking some standard forms that indicates the exact existence of the equations, whether it may be linear equation or quadratic equation or cubic equation or biquadratic equation. So the standard form of the linear equation is ax plus b is equal to 0. Here a and b are any real numbers, okay, where a and b are any real numbers and a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. Listen here, a and b are any real numbers, but here a is a coefficient. A is the coefficient of x and b is the constant term. Why we can take here a is not equal to 0? If a is equal to 0 means, for example, a and b we are taking it as a real numbers, right? A and b are the real numbers means whether it may be positive numbers or negative numbers. In the place of a, if I take as a 0, so 0 into x plus b is equal to 0. Now 0 into x, whenever we are going to multiply 0 with any number or any variable, we are getting it as a 0 only. So 0 plus b is equal to 0, so b becomes equal to 0, right? So we cannot get any exact values. That's why in the any equation here a is not equal to 0. If I take a as a 0, we are getting only the constant term. This is the combined form, and this one is the constant term. So if a is becomes equal to 0 means we are getting only the constant values, right? So all the constant values, the power of all the constant values are 0 only, okay? Next one. So this is the linear equation, the first type of the equations, linear equation. The standard form of the linear equation is ax plus b is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and a and b are the any real numbers. One more thing, all the linear equations have only one solution. The degree or power of equation is 1. The degree or power of the linear equation is always equal to 1, right? And one more thing, all the linear equation have unique solution. Unique means what? It is a fixed, we cannot change further, okay? So all the linear equations have fixed or unique solution. Can I take one example here? For example, 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Just observe the given equation. It is in the form of ax plus b is equal to 0, where a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 5. Now we need to find the value of the variable, that is x, right? So 2x is equal to, take this 5 to RHS side. Whenever we are going to convert any number or variables from right side to left side or left side to right side, the sign will be get converted from positive to negative and negative to positive, right? Addition becomes subtraction and subtraction becomes addition, right? So 2x is equal to, take this 5 to RHS side, becomes minus 5. Now x is equal to 5 minus 5 divided by 2, or we can also write it as minus 2.5, minus 2.5. Okay, here x value is minus 5 divided by 2, and we are getting only one unique value, only one value, and that is unique. Here I will take one more example. X plus 4 is equal to 0. X plus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to, then x is equal to minus 4. Can we write any other solution here? X plus 4 is equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 4, and this is a unique solution. We cannot write or we cannot change the value of the x here. Okay, so all the linear equations are have unique solution, or all the linear equation have only one solution. So these values are called as values of the variables are called as solutions. Solutions of equation are roots of the equation. Solutions of the equation are roots of the equation. It means when you are substituting the x value in the same equation, in that you will get LHS is equal to RHS. Just we can verify the equation whether the LHS is equal to RHS or not. So what we are getting here, x is equal to minus 4, x plus 4 is equal to 0, and the x value is minus 4. Just substitute the value of x in the same equation. X plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation. We need to substitute the x value in that equation. So x value is minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. Now minus 4 plus 4 becomes get cancelled. The remaining is 0. Here 0 is equal to 0 means it indicates the LHS is equal to RHS. So when we are substituting the value of variable, or when we are substituting the solution of the equation or root of the equation, that should be satisfied. It means satisfied means whenever we are going to substitute the values or roots of the equation, the LHS is equal to RHS. Always the LHS is equal to RHS. So this is the some basic concept related to linear equations. Linear equation, all the linear equations are having unique solutions, and the degree of the linear equation is 1. Okay, next, second type, quadratic equation. So this is the concept of your chapter, quadratic equation. So quadratic equation means what? Quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is in the form of, we already know that we are classifying the equations on the basis of the powers of the exponents or powers of the variables. If linear polynomial has a variable or power 1, then quadratic equation has a power 2. So the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Again here A is not equal to 0 and A, B, C are any real numbers. Any real numbers. Why we are taking again here A is not equal to 0? If I take A is equal to 0 means 0 into x square. 0 into x square becomes 0. So what is that remaining part? Bx plus c. So Bx plus c is nothing but a linear equation. That's why we are taking here A is not equal to 0. It means the coefficient of the x square term is always real number. The coefficient of the x square term should be the real number, whether it may be positive number or negative number. It means 2x square plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0 or minus 5x square plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. Right here 2 and minus 5 are the values of A, or coefficients of the x square. Okay. In the quadratic equation, the coefficient of x square term is always be a real number, whether it may be positive number or negative number. Okay. Next, here the quadratic equation, the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, right, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are the real numbers. What is the degree of this polynomial, or what is the degree of this equation? The degree of equation is, highest degree of the equation is 2, and all the quadratic equations have two solutions. All the quadratic equations have two solutions. So standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here, with the help of one example, I will show that how the quadratic equations are having two solutions. X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Just check, the coefficient of x square is here 1. 1 into x square is x square. So if I take directly as a x square or a square or p square, the coefficient of the variable is always equal to 1. Okay, x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. This is in the standard form of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, whereas a is equal to, what is the value of, what is the coefficient of x square here? 1. The coefficient of x is b is equal to 7, and the constant term c is equal to 12. Okay, so these are the coefficients and constants of the quadratic equations. Now we will simplify the given quadratic equation, how the quadratic equation has two solutions. In the previous classes we already learnt by factorizing or by splitting the middle term into two terms. Whenever we are going to factorize a given equation, we split the middle term into two terms. In that, the sum of the two terms is exactly equal to the product of the first term and last term. It means if I take here ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the middle term is split into two terms. We are splitting the middle term into two terms. When we are adding the two terms, it is always equal to the middle term, and the product of the two terms is always equal to the product of the first term and last term. Okay, now split the given question. Here we are taking one question now. x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Just split the middle term x square, write the first term as it is x square, split. Now split the middle term. When you are going to split the middle term, the two terms should be equal to the middle term, and the product of that two same terms is equal to the product of the first term and last term. And how you are going to split the middle term? The 4x plus 3x. Just add these two. 4x plus 3x is nothing but a 7x. When we are adding these two terms, we get a one middle term, that is nothing but a 7x. Just multiply these two. 4 into 3, 4 3s are 12, x into x, x square. Now multiply the first term and last term. 12 into x square, 12 x square, 12 x square. So it means when we are going to factorize any quadratic equation, we split the middle term into two terms. In that, the sum of the two terms is equal to the middle term, and the product of that same term is equal to the product of the first term and last term. Okay, plus 12 is equal to 0, plus 12 is equal to 0. Now x square, here in first two terms we are taking common. The first two terms we are taking it as a common, so common terms are x. So x plus 4, x into x, x square, right? X into 4, 4x. In last two terms again we are taking as a common, so these two are the factors of 3 or multiples of 3. So we are taking 3 as a common, and the remaining is x plus 4 is equal to 0. Take the common terms. X plus 4 and x plus 4 are the common terms, so we can take one time. So x plus 4 is equal to 0, and one more term is x plus 3 is equal to 0. Here x is equal to x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 3. Then how we are getting, or how many roots we are getting here? 2 roots. These are the two solutions of the quadratic equation. What are the two solutions? X is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 3. How we are going to clarify whether our calculation or whether the roots what we are getting here is the solution of the quadratic equation or not? Just substitute these two solutions in the given equation. If you are getting LHS is equal to RHS, means these two will be satisfied the quadratic equation, or these two are the exact roots of the given equation. For example, here I will take x is equal to minus 4 and substitute the first value of the variable x is equal to minus 4. I substitute the value of x in the given equation. So what is that equation? X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Here x value is minus 4. Minus 4 square plus 7 into minus 4 plus 12 is equal to 0. Minus 4 square means minus, you need to multiply minus 4 2 times. So minus 4 square, minus into minus, plus 4 4s are 16, plus 7 4s are 28, right? So plus into minus, minus, so that's why I am writing here minus plus 12 is equal to 0. First add the positive values. Plus 16 and plus 12 becomes 28 minus 28, which is equal to 0. Plus 28 minus 28 get cancelled, remaining 0. So LHS is equal to RHS. It means it indicates the x is equal to minus 4 is one of the solution or one of the root of the quadratic equation. Okay, I will take one more. Here we are getting one more value now. So x is equal to, if x is equal to minus 3 means Substitute in the same equation. X square plus 4x, x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. What is that x value? Minus 3. So minus 3 square plus 7 into minus 3 plus 12 is equal to 0. Minus 3 square is, multiply 3 two times, means 9 plus into minus, so 7 3s are 21 plus 12 is equal to 0. Now first add the positive numbers. 12 plus 9, 21 minus 21, which is equal to 0. So 21 minus 21 means 0 is equal to 0. So the two roots, x is equal to minus 4 and x is equal to minus 3, are the two definite roots of the quadratic equation. That's why we write here the quadratic equations have two solutions. Linear equation has one solution, that is unique, and the quadratic equation has two solutions. Okay, so these are the two solutions of the quadratic equation. X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, and the degree of the quadratic equation is always equal to 2. Next, move to the third type of the equation, that is cubic equation. Cubic equation. So third type of the equation is cubic equation. Cubic equation. Cubic equation. So cubic equation means, now we are getting some ideas about the linear equation and quadratic equation. In linear equation, the exponential power is 1, highest exponential power is 1, right? But in quadratic equation, the highest exponential power is 2. But in the cubic equation, the highest exponential power is 3. It means the equation has, if an equation has an highest exponential power 3, all these type of the equations are considered as a cubic equations. It means the standard form of the cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Again, don't neglect these terms. Once you neglect the term a is equal to 0 means we are getting quadratic equation only. So compulsory we need to write here a is not equal to 0. Then what about b, c and d? If it may be 0 also, but it is not affected on the equation. If b becomes equal to 0 means the whole term is 0. So it is not affected on the cubic equation. Okay, next one, the standard form of the cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0, and where a is not equal to 0, here a, b, c and d are real numbers, whether it may be positive numbers or negative numbers. And one more, the degree of the equation is 3. The degree of the equation is 3. Now can you guess this? How many solutions are they existing in the cubic equation? In the cubic equation, each and every cubic equation have 3 solutions. Okay, next one, fourth type. Can I take one example? Before going to the next type, we take some examples. For example, x cube minus 9, x cube minus 9 is equal to 0. X cube minus 9 is equal to 0. This is the right example for cubic equation. In that the highest exponential power is 3. Okay, the degree of the equation is 3, that's why it's a cubic equation. Okay, and each and every cubic equation has 3 solutions. Each and every cubic equation has 3 solutions. Okay, next one. So these two, next cubic and biquadratic. What is that next? Fourth one, biquadratic equation. Biquadratic equation. Can you guess the standard form of the biquadratic? The standard form of the biquadratic is a into x raised to 4 plus b x cube plus c x square plus dx plus e is equal to 0. Again here a is not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0 means, we are getting cubic equation. A is not equal to 0. A, B, C, D and E are real numbers, and the degree of the equation is degree of equation is 4. The degree of the equation is 4, and each and every biquadratic equation has 4 solutions. Biquadratic equation have 4 solutions. So in the next higher classes we will learn these two, cubic and biquadratic. For your syllabus up to quadratic equations only. I take some 2 more type of the equations for your knowledge purpose only. Okay, you learn in this class 10th you are studying up to quadratic equations only. Okay, next, now come to the exact concept of your syllabus, that is quadratic equation. Now you are getting the complete meaning of the quadratic equation, how the equations are classifying, how the equations are existing, how the solutions are satisfying the equations, right? So come to the main concept of your chapter, that is quadratic equation. So what do you mean by the quadratic equation? An equation has highest exponential power is 2 is called as a quadratic equation, or any polynomial with highest exponential power 2 is called as a quadratic equation. And the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0 means a, b and c are any real numbers. Okay, and the degree of the quadratic polynomial is 2. Degree of the quadratic polynomial is 2, and each and every quadratic equation has 2 solutions. Okay, now come to the main concept. This is the quadratic standard form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. In that, if any equation existing in the same format or in the same standard form, then we are easily consider it as it is a quadratic equation. It's a quadratic equation. Again, in quadratic equation, in standard form of the quadratic equation, the 2 sub concepts are there. That is, the first one is pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation means In pure quadratic equation, we are taking ax square plus c is equal to 0. Ax square plus c is equal to 0. What we are neglecting here? The complete term bx. We are neglecting the complete term bx. For example, if any term or if any equation is in the form of x square minus 9 is equal to 0, whether it is quadratic equation or not. Yes, it is a quadratic equation because the highest exponential power is 2, right? X square is equal to 16, 2x square minus 4 is equal to 0. So these are all the some examples for the pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation. Okay, so in the pure quadratic equation, we are neglecting the middle term, or we are neglecting the complete exponential value of 1. Here exponential value of the x is 1, no? So we are neglecting the degree of the equation 1. Okay, or simply we can consider it as if any equation is in the form of ax square plus c is equal to 0, then that is nothing but a pure quadratic equation. Okay, next one more term is there. For first one, I neglect bx term. If I neglect, we don't have any constant terms. For example, ax square plus bx is equal to 0. Ax square plus bx is equal to 0. So these type of the quadratic equation is called as a adfacted equation. Adfacted quadratic equation. In adfacted quadratic equation, we are neglecting the constant term. It means, here I will take some examples. 2x square plus 4x. Yes, this is also a quadratic equation. This is also a quadratic equation. What is the highest exponential power here? 2. So it's obviously quadratic equation. Or 2x square plus x is equal to 0, or 2p square plus 4p is equal to 0. So these are all the some examples for adfacted quadratic equations. Okay, so the standard form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and each and every quadratic equation has two solutions. The highest exponential power of any quadratic equation is always equal to 0. Okay, and the solutions of the quadratic equation, the solutions what we are getting after simplifying, what we are getting the exact value of the variables, that solutions are considered as the roots of the quadratic equation or solutions of the quadratic equations. Okay, now I will take some examples. Just check whether the equations is quadratic or not. So how you are going to be check whether the equations is quadratic or not? Once we simplified the complete equation, the final statement, the final value of the equation is in the highest exponential power 2, then all the equation it's in the form of the quadratic equation only. If it is less than the exponential power 1, exponential power 2 or more than 2, then it is not a quadratic equation. Okay, now I will take some examples. The first one is x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus x. And second one, x into x plus 3 plus 5 is equal to x plus 3 into x minus 3. Just check whether the following equations are quadratic equation or not. First one, x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into x minus 3 minus x. So multiply first LHS term, x square minus 2x which is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus 6, minus 2 into 3 minus 6, minus into minus plus 2 into x, 2x. Now take all the terms LHS side. So x square minus 2x, when we are taking these terms to LHS side, the sign will be get converted. So plus 6 minus 2x is equal to 0. Again, you can just rearrange the terms by simplifying some terms. X square, here minus 2x and minus 2x, minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. Is it quadratic equation or not? Yes, it is a quadratic equation because here the highest exponential power is 2. Highest exponential power of the equation is 2. So it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now you are getting some doubts. Sir, here after completing one term, here we are taking positive, but after solution we are getting negative, means what it indicates. I already told you a, b, c are the real numbers, whether it may be positive or negative, but the equation, highest exponential power of the equation should be 2 only, right? So yes, the equation is quadratic equation. Yes, it's a quadratic equation. Yes, it is quadratic equation. Next, check this one. Second one, multiply x into x, x square plus x into 3, 3x plus, write this 5 as it is equal to the product of the binomials, x into x, x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x plus 3 into x plus 3x, 3 into minus 3 minus 9. First term to first term, first term to second term, second term to first term, second term to second term, right? Now take all that RHS part to the LHS side. Take all this one side. So x square plus 3x plus 5 minus x square plus 3x minus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. Just check it once again. X into x, x square, x into 3, 3x, remaining 5 as it is here. X into x, x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x, plus 3 into x, plus 3x, plus 3 into minus 3, minus 9. So we are taking all the RHS part to the LHS side. So here x square plus x square and minus x square get cancelled. What are the remaining terms? Plus 3 and minus 3. Plus 3 and minus 3 get cancelled. The remaining term is 3x minus 9 plus 5. Minus 9 plus 5 means minus 4 is equal to 0. Is it quadratic equation? No, because no, it is not a quadratic equation. It is not quadratic equation. Why? Because in that the highest exponential power is 1. Highest exponential power is 1. If highest exponential power is 1 means what we are considering? Linear equation. It's a linear equation, right? It's a linear equation. Okay. So these are the two questions In these two questions, we are getting some ideas about the quadratic equations. I'll take one more example. Just check whether the equations are quadratic or not. The equation is quadratic or not. And the third one is the third question. X minus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 3. Next one is fourth one, x square plus 5x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 5. Just check whether the given equation is, whether the given equations are quadratic equations or not. Okay, multiply the product of the two binomials, x into x, x square, x into x, x square, x into 1, x minus 2 into x, minus 2x, minus 2 into 1, minus 2, which is equal to x into, again x into x, x square, x into plus 3, 3x, minus 1 into x, minus 1x or minus x, minus 1 into 3, minus 3. Take all the terms one side. So x square minus plus x minus 2x minus x minus 2. Next one, x square plus 3x minus x minus, plus 2x minus 3. Now take the all terms one side, x square minus x minus 2 minus x square plus minus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Here plus x square and minus x square get cancelled, and the next one is minus x minus 2x minus 3x minus 2 and plus 3. It becomes plus 1, which is equal to 0. Whether it is quadratic equation or not. Is it quadratic equation? No, it is not a quadratic equation, because it is not in the standard form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's why it is not a quadratic equation. Now see the next question. X square plus 5x plus 4 minus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. X square 5x minus 2x plus 3x plus 4 minus 5 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Is it quadratic equation or not? Yes, it is a quadratic equation because it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So yes, it is quadratic equation. Okay students, in this class we are getting some definitions of the quadratic equation, some different types of the equations, and we will solve some problems to check whether the given equations is quadratic equation or not. The next class we will discuss about the verifying of the roots of the quadratic equation, how we are going to classifying or how we are going to factorizing the quadratic equations. Okay, be happy, have a nice day, thank you.